If you can't manage your business and market your product, then you're not going to be in business very long. And so those same principles play into your role as mayor, because basically I'm the CEO of a city. So I'm running the day-to-day activities, I'm managing the city and in the direction that we want to see the city go in the future. I started college at 17, and I did stay here in West Monroe my first year, but I knew that I wanted to go to Baton Rouge, go to LSU. I thought I wanted to be a business major, and so I did transfer, and I was in business for a little while. It was so big and so general. I wanted something a little more specialized, and I'm from a rural area. My grandparents were farmers. My parents grew up on farms, and so I went into agricultural economics because I love business, but that was dealing with commodities and with the ag industry. We moved to West Monroe right before I turned 10 years old. We had every animal. We ran around, rode our three-wheelers in the woods, fished, enjoyed the outdoors, and went to school. Always very involved. We were lifelong 4-H'ers. It was a great childhood. I pretty much hung with my dad, and my dad loved photography. It was a hobby of his when he was an air traffic controller and all. So when we moved here, he had a camera repair store. So I grew up loving photography. I think he gave me my first big camera, 35 millimeter, all manual, way before digital. I just love it. It's a way to express, but also just capture the beauty of our world. I love photographing people. So I did come home after college and went into business with my parents. People brought their children to me when they were newborns, and then you would photograph them all the stages of their life. So you're really involved in their families, and you have relationships, and you know the good times in their families as well as the bad times. Being a small business owner, and especially as a photographer, was a great transition to run for public office and serve my community. Everyone wants to live in a safe, clean, attractive place. We've created a beautification team here in the city of West Monroe. And of course, the city can't do everything, so there are some nonprofits. There's a downtown West Monroe revitalization group that helps fund some of those things. Of course, the city horticulture and beautification staff make sure that those things get watered and taken care of. Just those little details on what you look like and being clean make such a difference and such an impression on people. You're going to have a better economy. You're going to have better quality of life. So litter plays a huge part on just basic economic development. But litter is a huge part of our budget. We spend a lot of money on litter abatement, on code enforcement every year. We are an active member in Keep Louisiana Beautiful, and we are part of Ouachita Green. It's an umbrella organization of ideas, of programs, and like-minded people, all working for the same goal. When I was campaigning to run for mayor, I kept hearing a lot about recycling. Recycling is not cheap, unfortunately, but it was something that people just continued to ask about. And so when I first came in office, that was the first project that we were able to do. So the city of West Monroe has really the only voluntary drop-off recycle facility in Northeast Louisiana. We have been able to keep almost 2 million pounds out of our landfills, out of our waterways, just in about 4.5 years. It takes effort to do it, but that shows pride in your community. It shows pride in wanting to preserve your environment. The government can't do everything and shouldn't do everything, and we are only as successful as our community is. And so I want to encourage you to be part of your community, be part of your college, be part of your hometown. When you graduate, get out, and wherever you live, be part of your community and give back. That is what we should all be doing.